Callum Wilson, where was he? It's a carbon copy of the goal against West Ham last week. Hopefully he gets found because the fans were singing his name. There's only one Christian Atsu. How the hell has he put it wide? That's got to go in.
But hopefully they'll beat Manchester United in the League Cup.
Oh, I like you. He's a good bloke.
Saint-Maximin and Almirón not too bad, hopefully, but that's just an initial assessment. Joe Willett looks like it might be a hamstring.
Hello everyone from the Vitality Stadium here, where Newcastle have picked up a 1-1 draw, and this is the last word. Yes, hello everyone. So the coaches, way over that in the distance behind us, are heading out for the long journey home up to Newcastle, but it's a frustrating day because Newcastle have drawn yet again. We are the draw specialists. It's frustrating, it is, but you know, this is the last word. We will hear from Eddie Howe, who of course returned back to the Vitality Stadium, and the Newcastle coaches are just behind us. If I'll just lift that up a little bit there, you can see that behind us for the staff, and obviously I would imagine they'll probably be driving to an airport and private jet back up, I would have thought, because it's a killer of a drive. This video is going out very late. I apologise if you're watching this through the early hours of the morning. I won't get home till about 6 a.m. because I have to stop a couple of times as well, but this is what you do when you run a fan channel. Some people didn't see the behind the scenes stuff, but anyway, you didn't want to nab with all of that. Let's get on with the lineup. Of course, Newcastle United. Callum Wilson, where was he? Of course, news just before me and Mike, because I was with Mike today, went into the stadium. It looks like he's got a hamstring injury. Hopefully that's not too serious. Obviously, I've just literally came out of the stadium. It's only 15 minutes after full time. Graphic on screen if we know any more. If there's no graphic, then there's nothing to worry about during this video. But yeah, so that was the big one. Isaac come in. Good to see him get a start. And saint-maximin kept his place from the last week's game against West Ham, which, we were talking outside of St James's Park last week. saint-maximin needs of running games, and Eddie Howe hinted on in his presser that would happen, and he started. So those were the side. Let's get into the game. So the big chance, if I remember off the top of my head, I've got the chances written on my phone because I've got that much work to do when I do an away day. I can never remember everything. But the big chance was 12 minutes in, where Anthony, who I thought was very, very dangerous today, I thought he caused Newcastle a lot of problems. Crosses, slanky heads down, poor palms his little arm out. Big arm, not little arm, Jordan Pickford. His big arm comes out, his spatula arm puts it around the corner. Other England goalkeepers probably wouldn't save that. Bournemouth score 30 minutes in. It's frustrating because it looks like at first glance that it's a carbon copy of the goal against West Ham last week. The corner comes in, it's flicked on, and then at the back post, free. He's basically free. He's free and he scores, and Bournemouth are 1-0 up, and it was quite similar to I felt looking at first hand. We shouldn't be conceding goals in when near post or back post. Really, you should be awake. The defender should be awake. I don't know who it is. I haven't seen it back as of yet. I've literally just come out as I say, but yeah. And then Solanke had a header literally 3 minutes later. When an injury, Willock went off. Anthony Gordon came on at centre midfield. Didn't want to risk Elliot Anderson. I don't feel he trusts him in that position as of yet. So it was Anthony Gordon who looked bright and got great reception throughout the game as well. And then 45 minutes, Newcastle equalised. Great timing to score literally on the stroke of half time. 45 minutes, Sean Longstaff is beautifully played in, I have to say. And then his shot is expertly saved, and it comes back to Miguel Almirón. And Miguel Almirón taps it home, and he hasn't scored for a while. And we're 1-1. The fans got nuts. Newcastle have equalised at half time. But there's a couple of I'll come on to Eddie Howe a little bit later. Christian Atsu, just before we get on to the second half. Christian Atsu, as we all know, it's devastating that he still hasn't been found because of the earthquakes in Turkey and Syria. Obviously, he was playing for his team, scored a free kick in the dying seconds. Brilliant goal, absolutely brilliant goal, and he hasn't been found yet since the next day. The earthquake has happened, and that's like 5-6 days back now, and it is a little bit worrying for that. But I mean, hopefully he gets found because the fans were singing his name. There's only one Christian Atsu, and obviously his old song as well, Atsu on the wing. He's magical. Look, I just hope that he's found because Do you know what it is? He's such a good bloke as well. We had him on the channel, and also he gives so much money back to poor nations, to charity, because he's wealthy. He gives it back, and it's just so sad. And I just wanted to bring that up. And he's also played for Bournemouth as well. So hopefully we get some good news in the next couple of days or so, because he's a Newcastle player. He only left with, 12 month, 18 month back. So, but yeah, please everybody have your thoughts for Christian Atsu. Right, we'll move on to the second half, shall we? Sean Longstaff for me, 51 minutes in. He's on the edge of the box. He's got 2 players square left of him, which is Sean Longstaff and Anthony Gordon as well. But he takes too long. He takes so long, and he's dilly-dallying. The shot is saved straight at him. Just square it. Isaac had a chance, 68 minutes, blasted over from about 78 yards from the right. He's got to do better. He's got to get that on target. He's got to do better. ESM's cross shot. This is the big one for me, because for us, ESM's cross shot, it gets deflected. Longstaff's rebound is then saved, and Anthony Gordon somehow, from 6 yards out, puts it wide. How the hell has he put it wide? That's got to go in. If Newcastle score, then it's game over. However, a few substitutions from each side were made, and Bournemouth had a fantastic chance. You'll see all the Newcastle coaches behind us now in the distance, all heading back to Newcastle. But Bournemouth had a great chance, literally in the dying seconds, where it comes. Dan Burns asleep. He's literally just half asleep, and he doesn't know what's going on. And Bournemouth are on the right hand side. It comes across. I think it's Solanke. I might be wrong, and it's cleared off the line. And they could have nicked it. They could have literally won it there and then. But we hung on to a draw, and Newcastle are just draw specialists, which I've said on the instant reaction. I'm frustrated at, because all we ever seem to do lately is draw. But on the positive is that, look, we're unbeaten in 17 games. We've only lost 1 game all season. Those are the positives to come from that. But what was your thoughts today?
Well, I thought Newcastle were very lucky to get that equaliser just before the end of the first half. I didn't think they caused Bournemouth many chances, but problems. But hopefully they'll beat Manchester United in the League Cup.
Oh, I like you. He's a good bloke. Drop us a like, everybody. Drop us a like for that. Look, it's a point on the road. We'll bring up the league table, because, as I say in the instant reaction, I better get out of this Range Rover's drive back, or I'll get run over. But look, it's there for the taking. Who wants 4th place? Manchester United, I think, probably. Well, I don't know. Manchester United, will they run off in 3rd place? I don't know, but it's all up for grabs. Spurs are winning a game and losing a game. They kind of put a run together, and Liverpool and Chelsea just aren't the same team. But look, we're still in the hunt. That's the positive. I do sound very deflated, and I do want to apologise to you. So apologies about that. But driving all this win, I don't think Newcastle were in particular very good today. I really didn't. I think Bournemouth thoroughly deserved the point, and they could have nicked it. Bournemouth fans will probably say that they may have nicked that. But look, let's hear from Eddie Howe, shall we? Who got a fantastic reception, by the way. I'll come on to that now. But actually, just before we hear from Eddie Howe, he came over, and obviously the Toon fans, Eddie Howe's Black and White Army, and so on, and then he got a fantastic reception from Bournemouth, and this is the first time that that he's returned. And it's not just him; all of his coaching staff, Simon Weatherstone. You've got Mad Dog. You've got a couple of players as well who didn't get on the pitch. Matt Ritchie, Ryan Fraser got a bit of stick mind. Ryan Fraser did not get any love from the Bournemouth fans. But here is Eddie Howe.
I thought a goal, because I thought we did some really good bits. I think Alex has gone through early. We've had a few half chances, but we lack that killer instinct, I felt today. Weren't as free flowing as in the final third as we have been. A lot of build-up play, a lot of good possession, but Bournemouth were a tough nut to crack today. Well, we changed system. We ended up giving him a free role in behind Alex. I thought he did really well. Very, very pleased with his effort, commitment, quality. So I think you could be really pleased with his performance today. I think Saint-Maximin and Almirón not too bad, hopefully, but that's just an initial assessment. Joe Willett looks like it might be a hamstring. As I said, long unbeaten run into the cup final, which is in 2 games' time. So I think very, very positive. Obviously, we want to win, and we're determined to try and do that. But if you're not winning, and we will go through a phase like this throughout the season. It's a long, hard Premier League campaign. It's important we're picking up points.
Okay, so that was Eddie Howe on Newcastle's draw again. Not the greatest game, is it? Let's be honest, for Newcastle. They've got bigger things on the horizon. I just hope that, because yes, the fans have all got their minds on Wembley and the tickets and what have you, but the players need to focus on each game. And of course, the games are coming thick and fast. And you know, what we've got Liverpool on the horizon. We've got a tough run, you know, but this will be a good test. We've got a tough run coming up around the final time. So, you know, we're playing some big sides in the league and so on in the cup final. Cannot wait for the cup final. I mean, that's where our heads are at. But yeah, come all the way, doing here, get a point. Least you can do at home. However, drop us a like. Come on, I won't be home at 6 a.m. playing my little violin. But yeah, that is it, everybody. I hope you've enjoyed the content today. It's just frustrating. It's very frustrating from the Vitality Stadium. Watch what's doing, everybody, and we'll see you for the women's game, because I am travelling all the way back to see how Newcastle United women get on tomorrow against York City. So I'll be coming back to Kingston Park for that. Me and Johnny are there for that one. But see you, everyone. Watch what's doing. Bye bye.